Welcome back, guys, to the channel. This is Cody, and if you guys have been keeping track of my community section on my YouTube, you guys know that I posted about this monkeypox simulation that they held last March, and I'm just going to go over this with a quick video and show you how the Society of Jesus has their hands all over this. And anyway, yeah, let's start. First of all, here's the info on when this outbreak officially began. It was this is what they have listed as the 2022 monkeypox outbreak. The first case being confirmed on, of course, guys, the date of May 6th, which can be written 5-6, like 56. And obviously we know coronavirus equals 56. Society of Jesus equals 56. And so many other 56s. Adolf Hitler equals 56. In one of my community posts on YouTube, I tied, if you guys go check that out, I tied this virus, this monkeypox virus, to Hitler and Nazi Germany. So go check out that post. I'm not going to talk about that here in this video, but Adolf Hitler does equal 56 in the same cipher. So anyways, not a coincidence that it started on 56. I don't think anyone's surprised about that. But now let's get into the meat and potatoes of this. First of all, let me skip forward here. This is the guy who supposedly discovered monkeypox. His name is really long, Preben Christian Alexander von Magnus. Kind of reminds me of Werner von Braun, another German. Of course, this guy's Danish, but to me, they're all part of this bloodline, Nazi bloodline. But the most common name that he goes by is Preben von Magnus. And if you guys can see here, of course, guys, Preben von Magnus equals 69, matching the Jesuit order, Vladimir Putin, of course, and the Catholic Church. So, again, not a surprise here, guys. Just normal stuff that we always run into. So, here is what the meat and potatoes, guys. So, this is what I posted earlier in my community part of YouTube. And what you're looking at here is a simulation of a monkeypox outbreak. However, this simulation was done a year, and it was done on March 17th, 2021, which is almost a year before the actual monkeypox outbreak started. And just notice the date, guys. The date of the attack, it says, was May 15th, okay? Now notice that's only 9 days after the actual first confirmed case. Remember, I showed you back here, the actual monkeypox outbreak began on May 6, 2022, and the simulation has it beginning on May 15th. So how are they so accurate? Just show this to all your friends. I mean, you don't even need the numbers. You're telling me these people hold a simulation of a monkeypox, and they give the date in their simulation as May 15th, 2022, and then there actually happens to be a monkeypox outbreak around that same time in real life. And just look at the timeline, guys. I mean, it goes through the timeline. It goes to Move 2, where it talks about 83 countries are affected. Of course, it's 83, guys. Germany equals 83. Murder equals 83. But, just notice, you got 1.3 million deaths, 70 million cases. Again, guys, 70 in base 8 counting. Now, I'm going to show you where to go to find out more about base 8 counting. But in base 8 counting, 56, which I just talked to you about, Society of Jesus equals 56. 56 is 70 in base 8 counting. And notice there's 70, right, million cases and 1.3 million deaths in this Move 2, okay? 83 countries, okay? And that's by January 10th, 2023. What's interesting about that date is that can be written 110, and Adolf Hitler was born on the 110th day of the year. Also, in 2022, on that same day, the January 10th, Kanye West released his music video for Heaven and Hell, showing a very Revelations type scenario. So anyways, guys, you can look over this on your own time, but you can see how they end up bringing it into December 1st, 2023, which is right before 2024. And basically by that time, they're saying 271 million deaths. 271, the 58th prime. So much to be decoded here, which I'll probably do later, but I just want to move on here to get through this video. But at any rate, guys, this is obvious. Should be completely obvious. No one should be questioning this as a conspiracy now, as they simulated the exact dates almost that these things would happen. So here's another little thing that you guys can go through and read, but it just talks about the events. I'm going to show you guys the website, the NTI, okay? But that's what I want to talk about now is the NTI, okay? There's two people that were part of this simulation. The first one was the Munich Security Conference, okay? Of course, Munich is important to Nazi Germany, and obviously Munich is in Germany, so again, the Germany tie is always there. You can never escape that. And as you can see, guys, it was held on March 17th and in 2021. Again, a year before the actual monkeypox broke out. And so, yeah, we'll see what happens if this timeline that they give us here, actually, how close they follow this simulation timeline. But just notice that it was held by NTI, Global Biological Policy and Programs Team, and also Munich Security Conference. Now, obviously, I got the same thing mentioned here, but I want to focus on the second date on the simulation, which is June 5th, which will be coming up. Well, what's interesting about June 5th, guys, is that June 5th is the 156th day of the year, and 9/11 is the 156th prime. And not only that, guys, but June 5th can also be written 56, okay, if you write it internationally. But also, June 5th is Pentecost this year. And so this is all lining up. But before I talk about Pentecost, I want to talk about the name of this company. I told you that the name of the company that ran the simulation was NTI, which that stands for Nuclear Threat Initiative. As you guys can see here at the top, a Nuclear Threat Initiative. And of course, guys, this was founded by Ted Turner and Sem Noon. And Ted Turner, obviously the founder of Fox Sports and CNN. You know, remember CNN was founded 71 days after the Georgia Guidestones in Atlanta, Georgia. So much to say here, but just to keep it simple, Ted Turner. Also, this was founded in 2001, guys. I mean, come on. So anyway, the name of it is the Nuclear Threat Initiative, and if you guys look down at the very bottom of your screen, you're going to see that Saint Ignatius of Loyola is a match in 4 ciphers to Nuclear Threat Initiative. And who's Ignatius of Loyola? Well, he is the founder of the Society of Jesus, the Jesuits. And his full name, his full title, Saint Ignatius of Loyola, is a direct match to this company, Nuclear Threat Initiative, that held this simulation. Again, and just look at this, guys. The headquarters of this place is 1776. You can't make it up. I Street, as an eye, all-seeing eye. I mean, come on. It's so laughable. Anyways, and notice that he died. Ignatius of Loyola died in 1556, right? So, again, I just told you that 9/11 is the 156th prime. Remember, the first case of monkeypox was on 5/6. The second date that they have here is June 5th, which can be written 56. Coronavirus equals 56. I mean, come on. Society of Jesus equals 56. But now I want to talk about plutonium. Why do I want to talk about plutonium, guys? Well, because this company that held this simulation of monkeypox is called Nuclear Threat Initiative. And whenever I think nuclear, or whenever you think nuclear, you should think plutonium, because plutonium is the nuclear element that Robert J. Oppenheimer used to create the first atomic bomb. I talked about this in many of my prior videos. But I just want you to notice here that after creating the first atomic bomb with plutonium, Robert J. Oppenheimer quoted the phrase out of the Bhagavad Gita, and the phrase goes, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." Okay, and I've talked about this in many of my other videos, but the reason this is relevant is simply because when you take, well, first of all, guys, when you take plutonium itself and you put it in Chaldean, you're going to get some very interesting connections. Now, I just told you that Pentecost this year is on June 5th, which is one of the dates, the second date listed on the simulation. Okay, Pentecost equals 44. Plutonium equals 44. Now, the plutonium, again, guys, goes back to the nuclear threat initiative, okay, tying it to plutonium because plutonium is the nuclear element, okay, and plutonium equals 44, just like Pentecost. But not only that, guys, monkeypox matches plutonium with a 44. Could monkeypox have something to do with plutonium? I think so. Somehow, this nuclear threat initiative company is involved with also biological warfare as well. So perhaps nuclear really just means biological. Who knows? But anyways, guys, plutonium, monkeypox, and Pentecost, a direct match, along with destruction. So now I want to talk about the quote on plutonium. If you take the first half of Robert Oppenheimer's quote, you're going to get 156. And what did I just tell you guys June 5th was? Well, June 5th is the 156th day of the year, and the first half of the quote he uses in plutonium equals 156 in English. Now, if you take the whole quote and you type it in Chaldean, you're also going to get 156. So what's the chances, guys, that the first half of the phrase equals 156 in English, and in Chaldean, the whole phrase equals 156? And again, guys, June 5th is Pentecost, which equals 44, which matches plutonium. June 5th is Pentecost, and it's the 156th day of the year, just like these quotes on plutonium equal 156. Another interesting thing to notice about June 5th is that it is Constitution Day of Denmark. Not only is it Constitution Day of Denmark, it is also Denmark's Independence Day and is also Father's Day in Denmark. So 3 holidays in one day in Denmark. Now, why is Denmark important? Well, and here's June 5th, guys, just in case you didn't believe me, it's the 156th day of the year. But what's important about Denmark, guys? Well, Denmark is the home of the discoverer, who I showed you in the beginning of this video, Preben von Magnus. He is from Denmark, and on the second day, on the simulation date, remember, guys, let's go all the way back. The second day on the simulation day is June 5th. It's Pentecost. It's the 156th day of the year. Plutonium, quote, matches 156. But on that same day, you have 3 Danish holidays. And the guy that founded monkeypox happens to be from Denmark. Okay. Again, I just wanted to reiterate. It was founded on 5/6. Okay. Now, what I want to show here, guys, is notice I highlighted the date that he was born, this Preben von Magnus, the founder or the discoverer of monkeypox. He was born February 25th, guys, and it's just laughable because that's the 56th day of the year. Okay, that's the 56th day of the year, and the first case was discovered of monkeypox in 2022 on 5/6, or the first confirmed case was on 5/6. This guy was born on the 56th day of the year, and if you measure from the day his last birthday, if he was still alive, his last birthday would have been February 25th, 2022, to May 6th, when that first confirmed case was found. It's exactly 70 days, okay? And 70 in base 8 counting is 56, okay? Now, I want you guys to go check out base 8 counting because this makes sense here, because that's why it was 70 days between the 56th day of the year where this guy was born and the day that the first case was confirmed on 5/6. And just go check out D26 Creates. He explains all about base 8 counting because I'm sure a lot of you are confused as to what that is. But you guys will see that 56 and 70 have a relationship. So it's not a coincidence that it's 70 days between the guy who found monkeypox, who was born on the 56th day of the year, to May 6th, which can be written 5-6. Again, all I'm talking about in this video is 5-6, it seems like. But that's it, guys. I mean, that's my initial findings. 156th day of the year. Could we see more proliferation of this monkeypox, or will we see a whole new narrative come out? Anyways, guys, I'm also going to be coming out with a video talking about June 6th, the day after that, because honestly, because June 5th is a Sunday, I don't expect anything like big and noticeable to happen, but I do expect that just like things happening in the background that we don't know about, like these simulations, they're happening in the background and we just don't really know. But the big events are coming, guys, and they're already here, essentially. Food shortages, crazy weather, just a lot of stuff happening. Take care of yourselves out there, guys. This has been a crazy day for me researching this, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Take care. I will see you in the next video. Many blessings.